We'll show you how playing in the dirt can save you money.
We'll celebrate Irving with a look at all the fun at this year's events.
And we'll have highlights from Texas Fest 2016.
All this and more coming up About Town.
Hello everyone, and welcome to About Town. I'm Susan Comyob.
And I'm Kathy Whiteman, and look who's back in the co-host chair, About Town's entertainment reporter extraordinaire. I'm glad to see you.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back.
So summer's almost here. Do you have any tips for us for what the blockbusters will likely be?
Yeah, it's about to kick off with Civil War. That's Captain America versus Iron Man. I think everyone's been anticipating this for a long time. I think that's the movie to beat this year. But after that, you got X-Men Apocalypse, Suicide Squad. It's a big superhero fest.
Okay, big superhero summer. So
yes.
This is good. All right. So we're glad you could be with us for that little preview and a preview of the 2016 Dragon Boat, Kite, and Lantern Festival.
We'll also have details for you on Taste of Irving and the PS Charity Walkathon later in the show.
As always, we invite you to email us and let us know about stories you'd like to see and events that you'd like us to promote on the show.
So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. Or you can still email us at ictn@cityofirving.org.
One of Irving's Think Green, Be Green most popular classes is the 16-hour Master Composter certification course. About Town was there for the latest session, and I'll just say I've never seen grown-ups having so much fun playing in the dirt.
When was the last time you got your hands dirty?
Because all of this is going to compress down.
Really dirty.
Hey, this looks pretty done. It's dry, but it's done.
It may look like playing in the dirt, but the people at this master composting class know the real deal.
That you can take things that don't cost you anything and turn it into gold.
These are leaves, grass, manure.
If you were like me, I bought a truck after I took this class. But you will be going around picking up leaves and stuff.
Normally we would throw these things away, but we don't throw them away. We turn them into compost, which we can use in our garden.
Sponsored by Think Green, Be Green, this class teaches attendees methods for making nutrient-rich soil from hot compost.
We want a hot pile, we want a quick pile, we want that black gold within 30 days.
But another focus of the class is teaching students how to teach others.
What we're here doing today is not a passive, but an active compost pile. So we're going to heat this up to about 130, 140 degrees or higher.
This was our 22nd year of the Master Composter program. Master is a 16-hour course. So these folks that are out here doing this, they're building bins, they're learning how to do composting, they'll come back the next Saturday, they're going to turn the bins, but they're also given tools and information to teach composting.
The class was divided into teams to start their compost. The teams used different components.
Because you can't get grass at this time of the year, we used leaves ground up that someone had saved for us, and we used manures. We used chicken, and we used horse manures in ours.
Well, we're going to start wetting as soon as she adds this to it. We water each level and kind of rake it around.
Marcy Malky's team also used leaves.
So we have our materials. Today we are using what? Leaves and cottonseed meal.
Oh, cottonseed has been around for a long time, but it is a true nitrogen source.
That cottonseed meal seems to be a potent ingredient.
So we're going to grab another bucket of cottonseed, and we're just going to kind of sprinkle it a little bit here on top. Here we're using it to really work down our compost quickly. And one of the other things that we're going to use here today is the dried molasses.
There might have been a little friendly rivalry happening between the teams.
It is a competition, and I usually cheat.
In order for us to win, you have to mix it up real good and get it very wet.
My group cheats, and we put more cottonseed meal in ours than the other group would put in theirs.
You don't get a whole bunch of bugs in this because of the heat of it.
And ours would break down hotter and faster. Well, this year, I'm sure it was an accident. She put me with the group that didn't get any cottonseed meal.
Well, you're my best friend.
All kidding aside, Fran Whitty says the course has a great ripple effect.
So it's not only learning about composting, it's also enabling them to get out into the neighborhood and get out into the community and teach it.
And there's one more benefit.
And now I feel much more confident in making my own compost because it's $24 a bag at the retail stores.
Good for the garden, good for the pocketbook, good for the earth. That's a triple win. This is Kathy Whiteman reporting.
If you want to learn ways to be a better steward of your environment, you should check out Think Green, Be Green online. To see a schedule of events, register for a class, or get other great earth-friendly tips, visit cityofirving.org and click Think Green, Be Green under the Departments tab.
The 9th annual celebration of all things Irving and Washington Irving featured a special guest with ties to an American legend, great events, and of course, the Irving Trivia Contest. Here are some highlights of the month-long festivities.
Things were definitely sizzling at Heritage Park for the annual Irving Heritage Society Fish Fry. It was just one of the family-friendly events that people from all over Irving enjoyed during Celebrating Irving, the City, and the Man.
Yes, it's golden brown, yes. Marvin, be proud. Yeah. Fish coming up.
Fried catfish, hush puppies, and all the trimmings made a delicious Friday evening meal for over 200 attendees. The 216 cooking crew carried on the legacy of the Irving Rat Pack, cooking up a feast that set just the right tone for the occasion, a community coming together to celebrate its heritage. Celebrating Irving, the City, and the Man is a month-long community-wide commemoration of both the city's incorporation on April 14, 1914, and the birthday of the city's namesake.
Welcome to A Conversation with Will Moses.
Events kicked off on Washington Irving's birthday, April 3rd, with a conversation with Will Moses. Moses is the great-grandson of Grandma Moses, legendary American folk artist. An artist in his own right, Moses illustrated two of Washington Irving's stories, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow and Rip Van Winkle. An exhibit of his work continues in the Irving Arts Center Dupree Gallery through June 22nd.
Now, we need to talk about the rules.
No Celebrating Irving month would be complete.
There are no rules. There is...
without the Irving Trivia Contest. Don't let all these smiles fool you. Some intense competition's about to go down. The preliminary round at West Irving Library saw 10 teams battle it down to 4, which advanced to the finals at Valley Ranch Library.
Do you all have an answer? Okay.
4 teams went head-to-head with a hard-fought round between the Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau and the Entertainment Series of Irving teams. The Convention Bureau won that round and then defeated reigning champs, the La Cima Heritage Committee. The rivalry continues. It was a fun-filled month of activities, all designed to create a love affair with the city's rich history and heritage. This is Kathy Whiteman reporting.
The Irving Heritage Society preserves the city's history and embraces its future. To learn how you can get involved, visit irvingheritage.com.
It's almost time to head over to Lake Carolyn for the annual Dragon Boat Kite and Lantern Festival. Alejandra Reyes and Linda Harper Brown bring us the details for this year's event. It's so great to see you ladies.
Good to see you too. Thank you for having us.
So I understand that you are the honorary chair for this year's event. I just want to know why you're so excited about it.
Well, it's just such a wonderful event for our community. It's such a multicultural event, and we have people that come from all over the area as well as from other states and other nations.
I think there was a little tip in there. I'll come back to you for that. That's great. Thank you, Linda. Alejandra, you are the Director for Media Relations for the organization, so you're sort of inside and you know what's going on. I know you have a lot planned for the day. Can you kind of give us a little description?
Oh yes, absolutely. I would like to invite family and friends to attend a multicultural event. It's a family-oriented event with a lot of demonstrations from the Asian cultural perspective.
I think that's wonderful, and because you've got this focus on so many wonderful things in Asia. You've got the kites, you've got the lanterns, and of course you've got these incredible dragon boats that everybody's racing in. And that'll lead me back to you, Linda. So you mentioned that we might have some international guests.
Absolutely. It's really a quite exciting event this year. We have a team that's coming directly from China, and they are going to participate in a demonstration for us, a very unique demonstration of the very lyrical way that they dragon boat race over in China.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it's their first time in the United States, so we're quite excited that they're going to be at our Dragon Boat Festival here in Irving.
That is exciting. That's talk about putting an international city on the map. I love
That's
that. So Alejandra, you also want to make sure that everyone in the community who wants to be here knows when the details are, if you'll give them to us.
Absolutely. I invite everyone to attend on May 15th from 8 in the morning to 6 p.m. And it's going to be at Lake Carolyn, actually 8:30 in the morning to 6 p.m.
All right, fantastic. And for our Spanish-speaking members of the community, you want to extend the special invitation, if you would.
Of course I do. Cordialmente invito a la comunidad que atiendan a un evento para toda la familia con mucha diversión el domingo 15 de mayo de las 8:30 a las 6 p.m.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here. It's a pleasure to see you both, and we are certainly looking forward to the Dragon Boat Festival this year.
Thank you for having us.
Back to you, Susan.
Scott Churchill returns to the show with a review of the new film, Miles Ahead, about legendary jazz man Miles Davis.
Look, I think we just got off on the wrong foot. I just need a little background. I mean, I could write some bull out of a magazine, but I'd rather hear it in your own words, you know?
Miles Davis story, my work.
That would be great.
Go right. Okay. I was born. I moved to New York, met some cats, made some music, did some dope, made some more music. Then you came to my house.
That's it. Great, I guess I'll fill in the blanks later.
Miles Ahead presents a slice from the life of legendary trumpet virtuoso Miles Davis, played almost to perfection by Don Cheadle, who also co-authored the script and directed the film. Ewan McGregor co-stars as the Rolling Stone freelance reporter who would out of the blue knock on his door to write a story about him. Impersonators of musicians often fall short if for no other reason than the actor doing the impersonation does not know how to play the musician's instrument. In the recent biopic of heroin-addicted trumpeter Chet Atkins, for example, Ethan Hawke could do no more than put the trumpet to his lips, but had no idea how to blow into the horn. Cheadle's performance as Miles Davis works not only because he nailed the musician's raspy whisper of a voice, but because he clearly knows how to blow the horn. Watching him do Davis was almost mesmerizing. The story is told impressionistically, flashing back and forth between a time in his life when he's in a slump after years of success and when he was first starting out as a performer. In this next scene, a younger Miles Davis meets the woman who would later become his wife.
Hi.
I'm Miles Davis.
I know. Francis Taylor.
Look. This is my phone number. But now you don't have to stare. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Much of the film shows us Davis and the journalist bonding over whiskey while talking about the artist's life.
So, you studied piano too, huh?
Nah. Just woke up black. Know how to play.
You're black? Is it cool?
Go ahead. Francis loves Chopin.
Yeah, she looks like a classy chick.
It's all we ever play at the house, you know, classical music. Chopin, Stravinsky. You know, we throw on some Ravel. I studied all them cats, man. Broke down their compositions. These revolutionaries, innovators, you know, pushing back at that standard classical bag. Chopin, it's all about improvisation.
There's plenty of music to be heard in this biopic, though very little available for us to show you. The camera lingers long on Miles Davis, often in close-up, to give the viewer an intimate portrait of one of the greatest recording artists of the 20th century. We'll close with this clip from Miles Ahead that's still playing at the Magnolia Theater in Dallas.
When you're quiet, you know, you have a lot of thoughts. And they can sometimes be fighting each other, you know, like a war. And I'm a Gemini, so I'm two people anyway, you know. I was born modal, this and that. Then someday, you sit there and something click. That's it. You start playing. That's it.
Are we getting some of this? Guys, for sake, are we ready yet?
I've been ready.
Why didn't you let me know, for Christ's sake, if you're ready?
Fine, I'm ready.
In 3, 2. In 1975, one of the most prolific voices in music went silent for 5 years, leaving the world to wonder.
Man, you ain't no Walter Cronkite. If you gonna tell a story, come with some attitude, man. Don't be all corny with it.
All right, well, you're the artist, Miles. How would you say it?
Miles Ahead is currently playing at Look Cinemas and Magnolia Pictures in Dallas.
Where can you sample some of Irving's finest restaurants all in one place? Well, the Taste of Irving, of course. Jackie Madden and Jasmine Lee join me with the details. Ladies, it's always great to see you.
Good to see you. Great to see you.
And this is, I think, the third year maybe for Taste of Irving.
It is.
But for folks that have not had the opportunity to experience that day, tell us about it.
Taste of Irving, I would say, is our signature culinary event of the year. This is the event where you can come and food will be the focus. From desserts to appetizers to drinks to meats, we have it all, and it's definitely an event where you bring your taste buds. So there'll just be a variety of food demonstrations and food selections that you can choose from.
That is wonderful. I am already in, but I know that there's more. So Jasmine, can you fill us in what all is taking place that day?
Yes. So in addition to over 24 restaurant booths that'll be there, we've also got live music. The Valley Ranch Association has provided us with some great music on our main stage. Great. We've got jazz music, swing music, so come out and get ready to dance. We've also got our CBS 11 culinary stage, and I'm excited to say we've got some top area chefs who are going to provide cooking demonstrations, samples, baking. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, and I'm kind of already overwhelmed, and I know that you will also have the fun zone for kids and the craft marketplace, so you'll be able to taste and see and experience and hear. What a great day. What a great event.
It is going to be.
So when's it taking place?
It's going to be Saturday, May 14th. And for attendees, we are going to have shuttle services, and you can park at Valley Ranch High School, and it will bring you straight to the event.
All right, wonderful. So the event is free. You don't pay anything to get in.
It is free. It's from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.
And for the tastes with the folks that are participating, the Irving restaurants that are participating, it's a really low cost, right?
$5.
Oh, easy peasy. I am so there. Bring in my cash.
Please.
Thanks for being here, ladies. Looking forward to the Taste of Irving. And that's going to be, again, as Jackie said, on May 14th. So check out irvingevents.org if you want some more details. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Back to you, Susan.
Where can you find fun and fundraising together under the wide Texas sky? At Texas Fest, of course. Kathy was there, and she says this year's event had attendees singing a Texas tune.
The stars at night are big and bright,
deep in the heart of Texas.
When your theme for your fundraiser is the stars at night, how can you help but get into the spirit?
The prairie sky is wide and high, deep in the heart of Texas.
There was plenty to sing and
$1,300
shout about as supporters gather to raise money for Baylor Scott and White Medical Center Irving.
A night like this is very, very important because it brings in folks who love the organization, number one. They get a chance to have fellowship and camaraderie, but also hear and understand what's important to the organization.
The funds raised at Texas Fest help to ensure that the hospital continues to provide excellent care to the community, like the new emergency department.
It doubled in size, it is state of the art, it has both state-of-the-art size as well as complex technology and tools to use.
The Stars at Night co-chairs Sharon Pfaff and Beth Bowman credit the Irving Healthcare Foundation for creating new ties with community partners.
We are so fortunate to have corporate sponsors, individual sponsors. I believe the Irving Healthcare Foundation staff shared with us they have a record number of new sponsors this year.
We have such an amazing event. We have 20 new sponsors this year. So Texas Fest is riding strong.
Attendees were strongly in favor of fun, too, and Texas Fest had plenty to offer.
The sage in bloom is like perfume deep in the heart of Texas.
We've got the armadillo races, and they're just hysterical. I don't know if you've seen them yet, but they're the cutest little things ever.
What we're going to do is we're going to hand each of you a live armadillo. Armadillos on your mark. Racers, get set, and they're off. Let them go, let them go.
Along with the official small mammal mascot of the state of Texas, there was a high-tech silent auction, the incomparable Louis Murad, live auctioneer,
The MLB Rookie of the Year, no question.
and Texas country star Jack Ingram for a little boot scoop. Texas Fest 2016 was also a way to show a little gratitude.
Just saying hi to all these amazing people and saying thank you personally. That's the best part of Texas Fest.
Oh, and before we part, one final note.
Reminds me of the one I love deep in the heart of Texas.
This is Kathy Whiteman reporting.
To learn how you can support Irving's only not-for-profit hospital, visit healthyirving.org.
The annual BAPS Charities Walkathon is coming up fast. Dr. Jay Patel and Madiki Patel join us with the details. Thanks so much for coming today.
Thanks for having us.
It is a pleasure to have you. So I'm a little bit familiar with BAPS Charities because I've covered the walkathon before, but for our viewers who are not familiar, please tell us what BAPS Charities is all about.
So BAPS Charities is a global organization. It's a 501(c)(3) nonprofit charity that's dedicated to serving the entire globe by starting not just globally, but starting locally. You know the saying, think globally, act locally? Well, that's the motto that BAPS Charities runs itself by.
That's wonderful.
We like to serve the world by serving individuals, families, and communities, and we feel like charity starts at home.
Wonderful. So you serve both a local charity and an international charity in terms of the proceeds from the event?
Yes. So there's a local component here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but then we have a global component which not only is in North America, but across Asia, Europe, Australia, all the major continents.
That's great. So you're really making an impact.
We hope so.
It's a wonderful thing. So Madiki, if you would, tell us about the walkathon.
This year's walkathon is, the beneficiary is the American Diabetes Association locally, and then nationally we're actually raising funds for the Nature Conservancy, nature.org.
Yeah.
Environment is such a big deal these days, right? So we're very glad to be supporting their Plant a Billion Trees initiative. With the funds that we're raising nationally, we're actually going to be able to sponsor over 70,000 trees.
Oh, that's extraordinary. And that really is thinking globally because the environment affects us all no matter where we are. So that's great. When will the event take place, Dr. Patel?
It's going to be Saturday, May 14th. The event's from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. Registration, however, starts earlier at 7:30 a.m. It'll be at Ranch View High School, which is located at 8401 Valley Ranch Parkway East here in Irving. The zip code is 75063. We invite everyone, not just in the Irving community, but throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex to join us. By joining us, you are creating awareness for climate change and how it's an important topic for us all. And also, you can help by donating funds, help raise funds. Registration itself will be on site, but you can also visit www.bapscharities.org for more details, and you can also register and even raise funds online.
All right, very smart. Excellent. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Excited about the walkathon. It's a great way to help the planet, help a local charity, and get fit. We all want to do that too, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Great. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Back to you, Susan.
The 31st annual Texas and Neighbors Regional Art Exhibit continues through May 14th in the Irving Art Center main gallery. Here's a look at some of the best artwork in a 5-state region. and our roundup of other fun things to do about town.
And here are some other exciting events happening about town. The Ekal Vidyala Foundation presents a musical extravaganza Sunday, May 8th at 4 p.m. in Carpenter Performance Hall. And main stage Irving Las Colinas brings F. Scott Fitzgerald's timeless classic, The Great Gatsby, to Dupree Theater, May 13th through 28th.
The Las Colinas Symphony Orchestra presents Daniel Del Pino in concert Saturday, May 14th at 8 p.m. in Carpenter Performance Hall. And the new Philharmonic Orchestra of Irving presents The Spanish Connection, Sunday, May 15 at 3:30 p.m., also in Carpenter Performance Hall. For information about all of these events, call 972-252-ARTS. And that wraps up this edition of About Town. Thanks for joining us.
Please be sure to tune in next time for a preview of Main Stage Irving Las Colinas' production of The Great Gatsby.
We'll also learn how one Irving school helps feed the need here and abroad. And we'll see what's new at Transformance USA.
We'll leave you tonight with Jack Ingram in performance at Texas Fest, The Star That Night. I promise I won't sing. For About Town, I'm Kathy Whiteman.
And I'm Susan Kamyab. Have a great evening.
listen to you.